Welcome to Snips Happen. Today I am here with the Out with a Bang collaboration 2026, hosted by Mandy from SunflowersAndDors and Julie from Julie's Papercrafts. There is 31 days of ideas and information and inspiration and freebies galore. We are in the last week, and this is the schedule with all of the wonderful collaborators. We are in week 4. Oh, wait, there is 5 weeks in August, and I didn't know that. Yeah, crazy me, right? But I am day 25. I am Snips Happen, and we are working with honey and rust. And you're wondering, what are you going to be doing today, crazy woman? Well, first I'm going to show you what I have created with this wonderful collection from Mandy and Julie's Papercrafts. We worked with the Beloved by Mandy and the Heirloom Sunflowers by Julie. I made this video, this cover in my first video. I will leave it linked down below. I will leave it linked. But so far, I have made many things to put in this, and I'm just going to flip through and show you so far what I have in here, just so you can have some ideas of some of the things that you can make. And maybe you might want to make something too. And if you see something that I've made in here and you want me to make a video for something, I loved how they gave us pieces to make for ephemera. That is a amazing idea. I wish every kit had stuff like that, because you just put the stuff together and you just add extra layers to it, and yeah, it's super fun. I have lots of stuff to still put in here. I haven't put everything in here, but I just wanted to do a quick flippy through. I loved how these were in here where you could just add the extra pieces. I absolutely loved it. Yes. This is the first time I've been a part of this collab, the Out with a Bang. And I was honored to be a part of this. These frames, I had so much fun putting these frames together with the lace around the outside. Yes, I did. As you could probably tell, I had fun with this. So thank you, Mandy and Julie, for inviting me. It was an honor to be a part of this. I loved that. I loved that. I got that idea of layering that like that from Faith and Grits when she did, when we did our collab together. She did one like that. Yes. So if you haven't seen that video, stop in and check that out. There's been so many videos and so many great ideas. I loved this where I made this little cluster. That was pieces too from the kit. Yep. Like I said, there's a lot. This was bags, right? And there was a big bag and a small bag, and I just clustered it. And then I put the bingo cards in the bag, because there's bingo cards that were the same size to fit down in the bag. Yeah. Like, there's so many ideas, so many to do. Yeah. So I just thought I would show you what I've already made. So, and then today, you know, your good old Honey Nut Cheerio box, and on the back it has the honeycombs. Well, I cut the honeycombs out, and then I cut it right down the middle. And we're going to make one of these. And you're like, whoa, what are you going to do with that? Well, I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that. We are going to take this, find me a page, and we're going to make ourselves a flip to put on the page like so. And when you put it on the page like that, you could put it, like, glue it down so it's just on the page like that. Or you can take yourself a paper clip and paper clip it on if you want to just put it on like that. I'm just going to put it like that just in case I don't know what I want to do with it, but that's what we're going to make. We're going to make ourselves one of these, and I'm going to show you how to make it out of that other piece for the other signature. So without further ado, I prepped a lot of it, so we're not going to be sitting here playing around or anything like that. But that's what I thought we could do for the rust and honey. I have some pieces here. Let's move these over here. So we in frame. So I'm going to take this. I have to remember what I did too. So I'm going to take this here like this, And we're gonna just tear it apart, and we're gonna put it down on here. Just make sure that when you score, I scored there like that, and then I'm just gonna open it up so I can see my score mark, so I don't go over my score mark. Ooh, sorry about the noises. There's people home today, so sorry about the background noise. But move my scissors out of the way. So first, I'm gonna take this piece of lace right here. I'm going to move us a little closer so you can see what I am doing, because I am a little bit away. So what I did with this is, see the edging here where there's like loops in there? I took some burlap that had a little bit of lace in it, and I put that down the edging. So I thought that would be fun. And I'm just going to take some Fabri-Tac, and I'm going to go down here where I cut it, down the side here, like so, and I'm going to glue it down so it hangs over the edge. So we have that fancy little piece that hangs over the edge. Then we got to make sure it's even over here. And on this side, I just put some packing paper because I didn't want it to look like the chipboard, so I wanted to make it look a little bit fancy. And this piece of cheesecloth, it's just cheesecloth from the old Walmart. You can get it from Amazon. You can get it from wherever. I just got mine from Walmart because I ran out from what I had. So we're going to do this. We're going to put this on here, right? And do we want it to hang over a little bit? Probably. You can make this into a pocket. You can make it into whatever you want to make it into. I would use my PVA glue, but my PVA glue has been being a booger lately. So we're just, look at that. I just pulled my little piece off my glue here because, you know, why not give me a hard time today? Because everything else has been giving me a hard time today. So why not my glue? Well, last video I put glue in my hair, so why not let this glue just give me a hard time, right? Wouldn't be Snips video if I didn't have problems with the glue. Then we're just going to put this on here. Make this all fanciful. Like this, fanciful. Gotta make it fancy, right? Because you want it to be stuck down on there. And if it doesn't want to stick, you just pull out your old Fabri-Tac, because, you know, it will stick with that. Right? We hope it will. And it still doesn't want to stick. So I'm just going to get out my little spatula thing here that I use for my glue. Alright. It's stuck it. Put that in there. Put that in there because my glues want to dry up. They want to dry up. Everything for the kits will be linked down below so that you can go get them. And then I took these pieces here. You will not find them like this in the kit. I cut them. Sorry, Mandy. I cut them out of a tag because, of course, I gotta be different. I cut them out of a tag because I thought they would be fun to do this with. And show you that, yes, you can get pieces like this. I could have stuck something like that down there, but I didn't want to. I wanted to use this. And then the quote, be different. That's me, being different. So I'm going to stick that on there like so. And I want that there. And I want this over here for the honey. The honey. The honey. So let's put this here. Because this is going to fold over the edge. So we want that. Like so. Alright. And then I have this, my flower here. I'm sorry this video is like wicked short. But this is what I had. And I prepped everything. Because I didn't want you to sit here and watch me do everything. Like, you know. Do we want that like that? I don't know if I want this piece there. And put See, this is where we're gonna waste time, because I'm gonna play around with this flower. Because, you know, why not play around with the flower? The flower is not a part of the collection either. That is from another artist. That is from Louisa Heinzel. I have her 50,000 fussy cuts, and I love using them for everything. So yeah, that's where that came from. But I do have fussy cuts. I thought I did. Where'd I do with them? I cut out a bunch of fussy cuts. Where'd I put them? Over here probably. I did. See, like, I can take a couple of the sunflowers and tuck them in. A couple of sunflowers, I suppose, wherever I just stuck the rest of them. Yeah, like, I can take, I like just that one right there. And I think I saw a ticket over here. So I could take a couple of tickets. You can decorate these however you want to decorate them. So I'm going to take this with this. This one's going to be a little different than the other one. That's how it's going to work. That's how we're going to roll with this. I'm going to put that there and let it say be different. We're going to glue this one right up to this like this. This flower is going to be up top there. And then we're going to have this little cluster down here at the bottom with the sunflowers. And that's going to go right there. So that's how that's going to be. So basically, we made a cluster on a piece of beehive from a cereal box. How about that? Yeah, I know. Who would have thunk it? I sat and was like, what am I going to do for this part of the collab? I thought about this for a while, actually. I couldn't come up with a thing that I wanted to do for a really long time, actually. But then I came up with this theory, and I'm like, I'm gonna try it. So then I made one, and I liked how it came out. So I thought, well, let's show my friends how I made that. And here we are making this little piece out of a piece of cereal box. So friends, I am actually truly making a piece of junk to go into a junk journal. Who would have thought? Because I always play with digitals. I'm always making something with a digital. Well, I am using a digital for this, but I'm actually using junk too. So there you go. There you go. I'm doing a twofer today. A twofer deal. Yeah, I am. I actually am liking the way that looks too. I do like the way that looks. And we're gonna come down here and we're gonna glue these two little pieces here. I like to always take my clusters. Slide that out of the way for a second. Take my clusters and put a little. Oh, and the color that I used on my cheesecloth is Stress Oxide Rusty Hinge. So there's my rust. I was going to use rust, like as in real rust, because I do have rusty paper, rusty water, and rusty like that. But I was like, I don't know. And then when I found this, I was like, yeah, that's the way we're gonna go. We're gonna go that route. So here we are. We're gonna do it like this. Yeah, you see colors on the back because I printed on the back of these because I didn't know what I was gonna use them for. Yeah. So they're completely different pieces, which is nice because they're going in different parts of the journal. And I made them out of cardboard. Well, chipboard actually. So we have, oh, let me back out so you're not, it's not all up in your faces. So we made this one. Well, I made this one before and I clipped that one in, and I really like, let's look at the difference in them. They're two different. And you could actually do it like this, so they're like right across from each other. I actually like that, like how they're across from each other like that. That's why I said I wouldn't, I don't want to glue them in because I might actually do that. Let me grab another paper clip here. No, I don't want an avalanche. Just give me a paper clip. Thanks. Thanks so much. Sorry for reaching in front of you. I'm just trying to grab a paper clip. There we go. Oh yeah. I think we're going to leave them like that because I kind of like how that looks. So if you want, being that I really didn't take that much time. Oh, wait. I just had a brain. Something just crossed my mind here. And I think these are kind of rusty too, right? Yeah, they are. Why don't we take this, pull this off here for a second, right? No, not the whole thing, just the paper clip. And we can take this like so, and we can put it like this. And if your box your honeycomb starts, oh yeah, oh yeah. And we could take one of these, because I have it on this heart. I'll change this maybe later to the other one, but I might leave it on there. And then we'll put that like that, and it can dangle like that. Oh, I like that. And then we have those two pieces like so, just like that. I really like how that is. And if I glue them down, they can become tuck spots. But for the time being, like if they become tuck spots, you can do this with it, like put these behind. I just want to show you different things, like, you know. But I really like the spot that I chose those and how they are. So again, it just started pouring here. I know, that's not why we're here. But anyways, thank you, Mandy and Julie, both, for inviting me for this collab. I really appreciated it. I was honored to be a part of this. And this is my honey and rust part of the collab. I made it from a piece of cereal box. Honey Nut Cheerios to be exact. They can be glued in, they can be flips, they can be tucks, they can be a permanent part. You don't have to put them on the same page like I did. And everything will be linked down below. The playlist, the collaborator before me, who's before me? Let's see who's before me. I don't want to mess it up. Sophie from Sophie's Craft Corner and Faith and Grits was before me. They made clusters. And Penny's Art Corner and Josie's Design is tomorrow after me. So all that information will be below with all of the information. Again, this is the Out With a Bang collaboration 2026. The hashtag is Out With a Bang 26. You can search that on the YouTube and all of the collaborators will come up. The Facebook information will be in the description below, and there's tons of freebies in there for you to work with. There's a lot of other things. Mandy and Julie are fantastic. And again, thank you for joining me while I showed you how I put that little gem together. Sorry I didn't have no glue in my hair this time, but you know, sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't. But I shall see you in the next one. Bye.